Hello everyone, it's strawberryelli and my boyfriend Evan.
Hello.
And thank you so much for joining us in another video. As you might know, we're in Chiang Mai, Thailand right now, and we wanted to show you how much we roughly spend here in a month, because a lot of people were asking how it is to live on a budget while you're traveling, and we wanted to show you how easy and affordable it is to actually live here, especially here in Thailand. And without further ado, I'd say we start off with the first category.
Alright guys, so the first thing that we want to talk about today is the rent. That's usually one of your larger expenses that you have, and while we're here in Chiang Mai, Thailand, we rented a basic apartment. It has a balcony, a small fridge, a wardrobe, a desk, and a nice big comfortable bed. And also part of the rent is included like some of the facilities, like we have access to a pool, and if you want to sign up for a gym, you can join the gym for a small fee. Pretty simple, it's pretty basic. It's centrally located within walking distance to a supermarket, and we can ride our bikes basically anywhere around the city pretty easily. So yeah, it's a good location, and it's very basic, and it meets our needs. And our expense for the month here is $102 for each of us, and that includes our rent and our utilities, which is water and electric.
And in terms of the electrics, we use the fridge on a daily basis, and we also have aircon, which we are running at night most of the time because it gets pretty hot here. And we also, in addition to that, we bought a fan, which costs us around $8 each, but we can sell that back at the end of the month and we get most of that money back. But a fan is definitely necessary because it is really hot here and we don't want to run the aircon all the time. But in terms of the apartment, I'm going to film an apartment video this week, so stay tuned for that and you're going to see how our little one-bedroom apartment looks like. In terms of food, obviously everyone has different preferences and everyone has different just expenses on that. But we roughly spend around $150 each a month on our food. That includes our daily meals, so breakfast, lunch and dinner, and also going out. So on average we went out around 2 times a week, and that was each time $5, which is really cheap. The restaurants here offer really inexpensive food, and we went to a really nice place we really like, and we both eat a plant-based diet and we eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. So we go shopping to the local market where they have the fruit and vegetables really inexpensive, and once in a while we also go shopping to an organic shop, and we have like small expenses like peanut butter, for example, or you got some kimchi, stuff like that. But overall we spent around $4 to $5 daily, which I think is really inexpensive. And then maybe you have some little expenses on the side as going out, as I said, or things like getting a coconut, just small treats here and there. So everyone is going to be different on that, but that's what we are spending.
So our next expense was transportation, and that includes our bike rentals for the month, and that was $26 for the entire month, where we rented an inexpensive and again basic bicycle, but it met our needs and we were able to get around Chiang Mai pretty easily. And besides having the bicycle, there were some days where we rented a scooter, I think about 5 or 6 days for the entire month, and we used the scooter to get a little bit further outside the city, maybe go exploring in the mountains or go to some waterfalls. And we spent $20 each on the scooter for 5 times, and that included gas as well. Quite inexpensive for the 4 or 5 times that we used it, and it added a lot of value to our stay here, so we thought it was worth it to do that.
Yeah, and again, everyone is going to be different on that. Like we said, we were pretty simple with that and we just get a bike to get around, but some people might not like that. They might want to just take the Songtao, which is like the local taxi here more, which is around 50 cents a ride. So that's really inexpensive as well. Otherwise, Chiang Mai is really walkable, so that's easy as well. And a scooter, you can probably get a monthly deal as well. So monthly rentals are always work out at the end way cheaper, and yeah, it's really affordable as well. So the last category I called others, and these are things you don't have to do, but they're nice and they make living a little bit more comfortably, I say. So for me, for example, that would be getting a gym membership, which the gym is just downstairs, so that's really easy to go to, and it's around $10 a month. And then also we like to go to the local bookshop, which sells used books, and you can also just sell them back after you read them and you get half your money back. So we spent around $7 on that. And then since we both work online and the internet here is pretty good, but sometimes you just want to get outside honestly and go somewhere differently to work, because then you get into better like work mood, I'd say. So on the internet here we spent around $9, and then occasionally we went to coffee shops to work there and we spent around like $3 there as well. So it's really inexpensive. We just got a basic coffee, even though we don't drink coffee, but you kind of have to pay for the internet, and that's what we did.
And for me, I did not get the gym membership, but I did spend like $12 on going to the dentist and having my teeth cleaned here, which again I thought was very important, and it's a lot cheaper to do it here than it is back home in the States.
So roughly around $30 we spent on other things, I'd say. And again, that obviously varies from person to person depending on what is important for you and yeah, what is important for us. The last category I called treats, because these are actually just things that you really don't need, but they just make living a little bit nicer. And just, I think everyone has these things they want to splurge on, I guess. And for Evan it is massages. So Thai massages are really inexpensive here and they're really good and make you feel really relaxed. And for me, for example, it is getting durian. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a fruit here and it's just really delicious, and you can only get it in Southeast Asia. So I splurge on that when I'm here, and we roughly spent around $20 in that entire month on our splurges or treats. So our total cost for the expenses of the month came to around $350 each. And I think that's a really inexpensive way of living, especially if you work online and you like traveling and just live in different places of the world. Thailand is definitely an amazing place for that. And obviously it's gonna vary from person to person. As I said, like it depends on how much you want to spend on your apartment. You can live in a more luxurious apartment or an even more basic apartment if that's what you want. And then also like obviously expenses on your food or other choices like transportation or things like treats. So everyone is going to be different in that. Also, what is really good for us is that we travel together, so we can split the rent. So obviously that works out really good. If you have a travel buddy, you both can split the cost of living. And yeah, I think that's everything we wanted to say in this video. Let me know if you want to just see more of our cost of living and different places we travel to, because obviously we want to live on a budget and also just show you guys how easy and affordable it is to travel around and live in different places. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video with the both of us, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I see you in my next video. Bye guys.
Bye.